Away from all the Champions League action in midweek, it's back to our favorite Premier League football, where round 16 is just around the corner. And as usual, myself and Victor will be giving the best predictions of what we think will happen in the coming games. And without wasting more time, Victor, what are your best straight win selections for the weekend?
I've got four. Some of them a bit gutsy, some not so much. I've got Arsenal to beat Wolves on a minus 1.5 Asian handicap. It's at 144. Not super good value, but yeah, I think it's still worth it. Honestly, as a Liverpool fan, I would gladly see this one not land, but let's face it, Wolves, they've lost 3 of their last 5 games by 2 or more goals, and that was against Chelsea, Palace, and United. Arsenal are stronger than all 3 of those sides. I've also got Man City to beat Palace away at 190. An extra day of rest on top of the differences in squad depth. It's a bit on the long side at 190, and I can't say I understand why exactly. Because Guardiola will not rotate too much for this one. He'll do that in midweek against Brentford in the League Cup. Another straight win I have is Villa over West Ham, also away, 2.09, 210, thereabouts. As usual, we're recording this before the Europa and Conference League games, so the odds will change a little bit according to Villa's result against Basel. But I think they have more than enough about them to beat West Ham, especially given the form they're in. And the gutsy one is Liverpool to beat Brighton, 173. Normally, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. The favorite playing at home and priced between 160 and 180. You know me, that's red flag territory. But there seems to be a determination from the Liverpool players to show Salah that he's not all that. And I love seeing that. And they are unbeaten in the 4 games since he's been dropped. They haven't lost. And Brighton haven't exactly been convincing away from home lately either. Them losing against Arsenal and City, it kind of makes me think they have a bit of stage fright on the road against the really big sides.
Fair point. I mean, I would just like to say before I give my straight win selection that I do think Salah is all that, but he's just not bigger than the club. But I do think he's all that. Fair enough. For my straight win selections, I've also got Villa to beat West Ham. I really don't know why Villa were priced at two odds and above. I really don't know why as well, especially given the fact that they are the most informed side in the league at the moment. 5, straight wins on the bounce.
In Europe, actually.
In Europe, actually, exactly. So I really don't know why it's priced at 2 odds. But yeah, I'm backing them to win. I'm also backing City to beat Palace. I can understand why it's at 1.90. Palace have been something of a boogie team for City in recent times, and they are also difficult at home. They're also a difficult side to beat at home. So I can understand that, but I still think City should win that game, in my opinion. And the third one for me is Newcastle to beat Sunderland away from home. Yeah, I know Sunderland are a different beast at home, but given their slump over the past 4 game weeks, I just see Newcastle riding on their momentum to beat Sunderland. It's also priced at above 2 odds, so there's some good value here to take advantage of. And then moving forward, Victor, your best over or under selections?
I've got Arsenal versus Wolves for over 3.5. Yeah, I know, right? Odds are around 250. So everybody do your own homework, see if you're up for this challenge. The reason I'm going with over 3.5 and not over 2.5 is because I think Arsenal are not keeping a clean sheet. You can consider that one of my bold picks. I'm going BTTS in this one, so that's why over 3.5 instead of over 2.5. Another one is Brentford versus Leeds at over 2.5 for 197. So basically, this one's evens. Leeds, they've been involved in goal fests a fair bit lately. Actually, all of their last 5 games brought 3 or more goals. And if we look at Brentford's home form, 2.5 plus landed in 4 of their last 5 games at the G-Tech. And lastly, also based on the goal fests factor, I'm going with 2.5 plus in Sunderland versus Newcastle. It's at 199 to thereabouts. I don't think I need to explain it too much. Newcastle are top heavy. Sunderland at home will score. I just don't see why this one should not land.
Yeah, fair enough. And for me, I've got Liverpool versus Brighton, and definitely because I think both teams will likely score. In my opinion, I think both teams will score, and Brighton will actually take the game to Liverpool. So I think we can expect some good goals there. I've also got Arsenal v Wolves, but over 2.5 at 1.60, not over 3.5. Over 2.5 at 1.60 is still decent value, and I will still call it safe enough
Yeah.
3.5, but yeah, I think over 2.5 should land. And I've also got Villa v West Ham. 4 out of Villa's last 5 games, I've seen 3 or more goals by both teams. And I think Villa would come in here as the favorite once again. So I think 3 goals should be like, the bare minimum, in my opinion,
Yeah.
if you ask me. Moving on, Victor, best player to score selections.
I'm backing Haaland again at 180. If I recall correctly, it did not. I think I backed him last weekend and it did not land. But I feel like against Palace, he's going to show up. Sunderland versus Newcastle, I'm going with Voltemade here. He's been good. He's been good, and I think he'll start. The only thing that makes me think, okay, the odds are a bit long because he's at around 290. The reason why they're so high, I believe, is because he's not expected to play the entire game. Eddie Howe is going to want to give you on. We saw some minutes, so if you're not comfortable going with this, I can understand leaving it out from your slips. And I'm also backing Mbumo for 263 against Bournemouth. They're at home, United. And Mbumo, he always looks the most likely to make something happen for United. And I think you'll get quite a bit of joy on that left-hand side of Bournemouth. Semenyo tracks back, but he's not super efficient at it. So he might also get a yellow card. He does have a tendency to get caught out a little bit and kind of make a panic challenge. So then having to toe the line a little bit, plus not tracking back that efficiently, I'm counting on some interesting overloads on that side.
Yeah, fair enough. And this is the one weekend where I cannot pick Mateta because Palace are playing City, but I'm also backing Haaland to score. I think, yeah, it's just going to fancy his chances, yeah. And after scoring in midweek against Real Madrid once again, I think he will just be looking to keep up that momentum. I'm also going with Gyökeres, yeah, like, not because of the jersey I'm wearing, but Arsenal are playing Wolves, for goodness sake. And I think Wolves might actually concede the penalty. And this time around, I think if Arsenal get the penalty, Saka would most likely let Gyökeres take it. From what I've seen on the pitch, I think Saka will let Gyökeres take this one. So I think Gyökeres is good value for me. I'm also going with Oli Watkins. Watkins to score against West Ham. He has been a different man of late, and his form has also helped Villa's rise lately. And I think he should get on the score sheet as well. Then for some reason, I don't know why, but I'm backing Ekitike to find the back of the net against Brighton. Whether Liverpool will win or not, I don't know, but I think Ekitike should fancy his chances at getting a goal there. And just on a final note, Victor, what are your bold predictions for any of the games?
I was considering going with an Arsenal goal scorer, but honestly, there's just too many to pick from. It's against Wolves. You can probably realistically even make an argument for David Raya scoring. So I left that one out. But as bold opportunities go, I am going for draw or Everton to beat Chelsea. I think we're going to have a surprise there. Yes, Everton on the road have not exactly been all that great, but Chelsea's last few games have been really far from convincing. They saw that draw against Arsenal and thought, "Oh my God, we're on top of the world." Kind of understandably so, especially since they got it with 10 men. But since then, it's kind of all gone downhill for them, and I think it will continue to snowball from here a little bit longer. And the other one is not that bold. Odds are at 210, but I'm going with over 1.5 goals for Fulham away at Burnley. Fulham, they've not exactly been in great form, but they do have goals in them. If you don't believe me, ask Man City. Meanwhile, Burnley, they've conceded 2 or more goals in 8 of their last 10 Prem games. We don't talk enough about just how bad Burnley are because of just how bad Wolves are. So I think Fulham getting 2 here should be very, very likely to land.
Yeah, fair enough. Mine might not be so bold as well, but I don't think Brighton will lose to Liverpool. And I don't see United beating Bournemouth as well. I just don't see it. If the same Brighton we've seen over the past few weeks, if they show up, Liverpool have a battle on their hands, man. Even at Anfield, I don't see Liverpool winning that game. But yeah, it's still a bold one regardless. Liverpool are the favourites going into that game. We'll see how that one plays out for sure. And there you have it. Those are our predictions for round 16. We've given our tips, we've given our selections, and it's now left for you to do your due diligence. And don't forget the week, the game week after Champions League games, managers might be forced to rotate. So make sure you do your extra homework on some of the predictions we've made here. We'll catch you after the game week to see how we fared in our predictions.